What a journey we have been on with coming up to 50 years of Superman. From, I mean, if you really want to go back, much more than 50 years, if you go back to the George Reeves days, but if we're looking at your modern blockbuster cinema, from Christopher Reeves to the Bryan Singer one, to the Zack Snyder one, we have seen Superman in every different permutation on film and TV that you could possibly imagine. But we have obviously gone through a bit of a tricky time with the Snyderverse and all the conflict over it, and this whole new rebrand with James Gunn and the new era of DC. And so, to launch this off, if you don't include like animated series like Creature Commandos or weird references that make you think, well, does this tie into things that existed before? This is, for all intents and purposes, the relaunch of DC. New era, new version of the universe, David Corrin Sweat as Superman, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult, my absolute champion that is Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Can it hit it out the park? I had a blast. I mean, I don't know if it's one of these things that I was never going to be able to hide, the glee that I felt, or go in objectively going, okay, let's sit back and enjoy, observe and monitor this story just as a film, or in the wider context of comic books or superheroes or DC, or even just the wider context of Superman as a story, and just being able to watch it is so much fun, and it's having fun with itself. The fact that, you have the darker side of it with the Lex Luthor side of it goes to some pretty intense places, but it knows where to have fun. It knows that bringing a dog in it, initially people might roll their eyes and go, oh, are we going to see a James Gunn-esque ridiculousness where he can get a bit too silly? It is very silly, but it's playful, and it gets how to have fun with its playfulness. It introduces an absolute smorgasbord of characters that make you think, oh goodness, is this going to be too dense? Too many deep-cut DC references? I mean, I am aware who Mr. Terrific is because I watched 8 seasons of Arrow. Is anyone else going to know who Mr. Terrific is or care? And I barely know what the Authority is, so when you have the Engineer as a villain, a sub-villain, you're thinking, well, these things make sense. None of it matters, because in the context of the story, you get who the characters are. It just knows how to go, if you know what these things are, great. If you don't worry, they are just a villain or a hero or a support character. And it just gives you this fun, vibrant, full world. And I think that's what's great about it. It's visually quite, I won't pretend it does anything that we haven't seen in science fiction or superhero film, over the past 20 years, but it still gives you fun visuals. It gives you playful set pieces. The action is really good. It's great. It's Superman. I mean, I'm not going to say it's my film of the year, but in terms of turn your brain off and have fun with it, just enjoy a standalone Superman story, yeah, 100%. I had an absolute riot of a time. And so therefore I can't say, oh, well, this is good, this is bad. It is just glee. It is pure glee, and I had an absolute blast with it.